Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf with Center Stage Magazine, and we are here with Terra Bella. Now, Terra Bella, you guys are Martina and Joseph, and you guys are an awesome country duet that are also husband and wife, correct?
Yes.
That is awesome. You see a lot of duets, and not all of them are married. So tell me how that works out for you guys, working together and being with each other basically 24/7.
You know what? It's definitely a balance in life because you spend every waking moment together, and that question comes across to us all the time because they're like, how do you not stay mad at, like, what if you're mad at him and you go on stage and, you know, we're just your average married couple. It depends if you took out the trash or not, and it's just a balance. And once you get on stage and you start singing, it kind of all goes away, and you remember, you know, why you're doing this together, and it's because you are each other's biggest fan, and the whole reason you are on that stage together,
right,
because of the other person, and it just, everything in the world just kind of disappears.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of different perspectives because there's a lot of families that are, you know, musicians that are bands, and I just did one recently with three brothers, and they loved working together on stage because they knew each other's quirks, and it actually helped them a lot on stage. You know, so do you guys think that being that you're so close to each other and you know each other so well that's actually helped you while you're on stage performing for people?
Oh, I think it definitely helps. You know, there's like a realness on stage with us because we're actually in love. So when you're singing a song about love and we're looking into each other's eyes,
right,
it's the real thing. And so I think in that aspect, the chemistry on stage, our relationship definitely makes that way better than if we were just two people living separate lives but jumping up on stage with each other.
Yeah, and like you said, knowing each other's quirks. Like Joseph knows when I've had a bad day, and I know when he's not feeling good, or, you know, I can even tell when he's coming down with a cold, and it's just the other one becomes stronger and kind of carries the other one through it. So it really helps.
Oh, that's great. Now, I know that music is what brought you two together, but not all of our readers are going to know this. So, how long ago was it that you guys were introduced to one another through music?
we met actually in December of 2008, and we met through a mutual friend. And it's kind of funny because this is gonna it's not Throwback Thursday yet, but we actually met and found each other on MySpace. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Joseph had a band in his hometown, and I was a karaoke singer, and I decided I wanted to, you know, take it to the next level. So I found a mutual friend on the top 8 on MySpace, and it kind of just went from there. I asked him a bunch of questions. I was kind of looking for free guitar lessons, and he thought it was free.
Yeah.
So
still has to learn to play guitar.
Yeah, I keep saying the same thing. One day I'm going to learn how to play guitar, and yeah, I still haven't done it yet either. So high five to you on that. I relate. So how long before you guys realized that you wanted to start playing music together?
Well, I think we actually started dating before we started playing music together.
Yeah.
And when we were just hanging out, you know, the guitar always came out, and I don't know, it just kind of naturally happened. I'd say like a couple of months after we started dating, we started singing together, and then a few months after that, it's like, you know, let's make it official. You know, have Martina join the band, and it's just gone through so many different.
We've definitely evolved.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's great. Now, so you guys live in Nashville now, but you're from Southern California?
Central California.
Central California. I'm so sorry about that. Yes, it's Central California. So, what was the biggest challenge for you leaving California and moving to Nashville?
Ooh. Well, I mean, I think the biggest one and the most obvious is leaving our family. Neither one of us had made a jump like that. Joseph was born and raised in the Central Valley, and my family is about an hour east of him, and so moving 2,100 miles away from everything you've ever known, and jumping into an industry where you might be something in your hometown, but you come over here and you're starting from the bottom. It's kind of like the corporate world. You got to start at the corporate ladder at the very bottom and just work your way up, and you've got to work your tail off, and there's no guarantee. And it's super scary. And to come over here, by ourselves with no family,
right,
and take a chance, that I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
I understand that challenge, definitely, because that's what I did. And it was definitely interesting, which brings me to my next question, because as a California, resident, we are blessed with a cut of meat that nobody has heard of in Tennessee, and that's called tri-tip. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so for all the non-California people listening, that's called a tri-tip.
Oh my gosh.
And that's a huge thing. And also, there's a lot less authentic Mexican food.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah, it's very hard to find a carne asada burrito.
It is. I have a funny story about that. I was there, a few weeks ago, and I went to a Mexican restaurant my friend took me to, and I tried to order a carne asada burrito, and they just looked at me like I was crazy. And what I ordered is not what came out, and it was the funniest thing ever, and we just got a great laugh out of that, because it is true. But the struggle is real, finding tri-tip and great Mexican food out there. It really is. And I'm cooking tri-tip right now, so when I found that in an interview that I had researched on you guys, I read that you were, in true California tradition, you like barbecue tri-tip, and I thought, oh my gosh, I know that. And so how have you found it out there? Because it took me a few months before I finally found out where I could get it.
Yeah, Publix usually has it.
Yes.
And and a lot of times
you're paying more though.
You're paying more.
Than you do it.
And you kind of have to bat your eyes at the butcher on duty to get so you can get that prized possession.
Right, exactly. And I will tell you, there are some butchers in the area that will actually get it to you pretty close to what Publix will get it for you at. So I dug looking for that information. But okay, so here's another fun little fact that I found out about you, Martina, is that you were heavy into the FFA. So, and then I saw a sign. It was on your website, and there was pictures, and you were an FFA alumni, and everybody there looked so excited that you were there. So tell us about your experience there and how close that is to your heart.
Well, the FFA, I mean, that organization has made me who I am today. I was this bubbly, outgoing, loudmouth, crazy high schooler that just didn't know what to do in life, basically. I was a lost little girl, but just had super, super huge dreams. And the FFA kind of molded and helped me shape into the woman, like I said, I am today, with public speaking and interviewing. And I know exactly what photo you're talking about. We went back. We were invited to open up for Love and Fest for the concert for the California State Conference, and it was at Sound Arena, which was where I went saw my first concert with Garth Brooks back in '97. So it was just like this surreal thing. You're kind of thousands of FFA students in my high school, and a sign that said that they were super proud to have me as their alum. And it was just like, I get still thinking about it, and just so passionate about the future of agriculture, because that's where it starts, is with the students and with the kids, and what teachers are doing and what adults are doing, both farming and in businesses, supporting that. Is just, it's moving mountains, and it's changing the world and feeding the world at the same time. And a beautiful thing.
Exactly. I'm so glad I found that piece of information, because I really like when people can connect to the artist on a different level than just the music. They can relate to you, and they learn personal, things about you. So I think that's really great. And Joseph, here's my question for you: is you previously owned a cigar shop? Yes.
Whoa!
Uh-huh. Yes. So I had a friend who, her husband was very into cigars, and I remember all of the trouble and the hard work that went on into keeping those things in their home. So tell me a little bit about that. How was that for you, and how did you switch from owning a cigar shop to playing music, or it's incredible to me.
Well, that's actually pretty funny. Now, I a lot of times will say that owning that cigar shop is a big reason why I'm a songwriter. I've always been a musician, but at that time in my life, I was working for my cousin who had owned a cigar shop in a neighboring town, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I love the music and stuff, but nothing was really happening with it. So me and him decided to go into business together in a shop, and I went down there, and at first it was really great, and then like the economy kind of went down, and a lot of people weren't, spending money on luxury stuff like the cigars, and and so our business went like really down. It was really slow, but what was cool is I always kept my guitar in that shop. And on those big dry spells where there was no one there, I was writing songs, and I probably wrote my first 50 songs in that cigar shop.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I mean, it's like one of those things. It's little weird decisions in life. Weird paths lead you, somewhere completely different.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know that I would have become a songwriter doing that, because before I was just kind of doing covers and stuff like that, and I got bored with that. And with that extra time, I just started writing, and that's literally how my songwriting career kind of started.
Wow, I'm so glad I asked you that question then, because that right there is huge. I mean, it's definitely a huge part of why you are who you are today. So that's amazing. Now, I have some funny questions as well. I want to know, Martina, did you make this name up for your favorite cocktail, or is it actually out there? And this is just the first time I heard it. You said that your favorite cocktail is a Blue Dolphin, which is water on the rocks. I was hysterical when I read that. I thought, oh my gosh. So did you come up with that, or is that just something that has been known and have been under a rock?
No, I actually jocked it from a bar in Old Town Clovis.
Okay.
From Toulouse, and it's my signature drink. I don't drink anymore because I suck at it. I'll just put it bluntly. I don't do hangovers very well. I'm a big baby, so I just so my favorite drink of choice, is water. And let me tell you, if I don't have that 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water, I am miserable.
Oh wow!
So yes, water.
That's good. Well, you know what? Everybody should actually be like that. Everybody needs to drink more water, because it really is crucial to good health. So, bravo to you on that. I have to say that was really quite a chuckle when I read that. I thought, oh my gosh, that's so clever. Now, you guys also have a connection to Lee Brice. Am I right?
Yes, in a roundabout way.
Okay. How is that roundabout way? Tell everybody how you're connected to him.
The whole reason we moved and we made the jump from California to Nashville is we met a gentleman by the name of Wayne Tolley, who was working for Lee Brice at the time. And I'm sorry, still is, but was working at the time when we were opening a couple of shows. And Wayne saw some stuff in us, and we decided to work with him and move over here. And he's the reason why So it's kind of like the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
But because we were opening up for Lee Bryce, we met an amazing group of people and met an amazing person who saw something in us and believed in us and encouraged us to move over here and saw the talent and helped us get to where we are. And so that's how the connection all goes through there. So
that's pretty incredible, and it just goes to show you that you never know why you're being pulled in a certain direction, but when you get there and you look back, you realize that's why I was meant to be there. So I think that's absolutely amazing, and you know, it happens every day, but so many people overlook it. And I'm glad that you guys have been able to see how all of these things you've experienced in your life have led you to where you are, and you're able to give credit to each thing, which is really cool too, because not a lot of people pay attention to all of that. So that's really great. Okay. And to me, that seems like it would be really beneficial to your songwriting as well, being able to recall so many details. So do you guys, when you write songs, do you think back on all these experiences? Do you pull from your own life, or is it just a combination of everything?
I mean, there's a combination of everything, but I think
if it's not our life personally, it's someone else's life that we've heard the stories from.
I mean, there's at least a piece of us in every single song.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think all songwriters put at least a little bit of themselves in every song.
Right.
Even nothing to do about their, you know,
their current situation.
Their current situation, exactly.
Right.
So I've drawn on like old friendships, old relationships.
Mhm. Now
it's always fun coming home with a song I didn't write with Martina. That's a heartbroken song. She's like, "Who the heck are you writing about?" I don't do that, you know.
Right now, have you guys written any songs that you just really just hit home for you, that is just your hands down favorite song and you just love to perform it?
I've got two, but I think my favorite, and actually I'm not a writer on it. Joseph wrote it with a friend of ours and co-writer Robert Williford, and it was one of the first songs when we moved to town that they wrote, and it's called Hey Mama, and it is on YouTube.
Okay.
But I was fortunate enough to be, you know, a country music fan that gets to sing this amazing song. You want to talk about pulling in, you know, our own experiences. Hey Mama, the opening line is Hey Mama, I'm calling you from Nashville, Tennessee. It's cold and full of broken dreams. You know, and it's just
wow.
It just meant the world to us. And for me to be a part of it, just as a voice on it and kind of the storyteller behind it. But I think that one takes the cake for me.
And what about you, Joseph?
I'm going to have to agree with that. I mean, that song is so, you know, you're talking about you put a little parts of yourself. Now, that song is not like that. That song is 100% me. Like that is exactly how I was feeling, and I know Robert was feeling the same way when we wrote that song. And that's as real as it gets for me. And I just be a sucker for that kind of stuff.
I can't even get through it without crying.
Oh, I love that. I love that. When an artist really connects to a song and they sing it that way, all of the fans connect to it a little bit better, or a lot better, actually. So I think being able to, you know, have that emotion and have it come through the song is really, really important. And I've seen a lot of artists who they try to cover a very emotional song, but then they're smiling while they're singing it, and it's just this sad, heartbreaking song, but they're singing it with a smile, and it just doesn't do the song justice. So I applaud you guys on that, being able to sing with all of your emotion, and that's so important to, you know, to everybody that you do that. So thank you for that. And do you guys have anything coming up in the future that you're excited about that you can tell everyone about?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where do we even start?
Story. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, we are in final stages of having new music for our fans and for the industry. And that's the greatest thing is, you know, we've been doing a lot for the fans and for ourselves and just building what Terra Bella really is. And now it's time for the industry and for Nashville to really see, you know, what Joseph and Martina as Terra Bella stand for, coming from California, coming from agricultural backgrounds, and with this new grown, amazing music that we have done while being in here in Nashville for 2 years. So, I mean, we've got that coming at us and coming out to the fans. We're hitting the road again because our band moved over here to Nashville with us. So, opening acts, we're going to do some touring with our buddies Josh Abbott Band out of Texas. We're going home for a month, see some family, and really just, you know, take some time before life gets really super crazy and amazing full this next year. So I know I just totally took that away from Joe, but I was like, wow.
It's okay. We do that. Joseph, is there anything you want to say that you're just really excited about that's coming up for you?
I'm really most excited about this EP that we're gonna be putting out. It's mainly gonna be just for shows. I don't think we're gonna send it digital sales right off the bat. We're gonna kind of hold off on that. But it was produced by Johnny Garcia, who
love him.
Who is Buck Brooks and Trisha Yearwood's lead guitar player.
Oh, okay.
And he's an incredible musician, incredible producer. He just gets Martina and I.
Yes.
I mean, he just
gets
what we're all about. And some amazing players play on this. We recorded at Sound Emporium and Omni Sound in Nashville. And it's just a whole new level for us.
Well, that's awesome. We're very excited to be following you at Center Stage. We've been listening to your music and watching your videos that you guys have posted, and you guys are definitely a gorgeous couple. Number one, you guys are such a beautiful couple, and you really work together well on camera. Everything that I've seen, and your voices are they're amazing together. Really strong, and I absolutely love it. I'm definitely a fan. So thank you guys so much for taking the time and letting me speak with you today. And I can't wait to promote you. And I'll post an article along with our interview, and that way the fans will be able to hear you talk and all of that good stuff. And if there's anything else you want to say to the fans right now that'll increase their interest, please do. But definitely you guys are amazing, and I just can't wait for everything that you guys have coming out next.
Thanks so much. And we're so excited and thankful for the opportunity, to get to interact with our fans and talk with people like you that really want to promote artists and the music, because it's a beautiful thing, and we love the fact that we can share it with our fans. And to our fans, find us online, social media. It is Joseph and I behind the computer and behind the apps on the phone, and we want to hear your story too. So come say hi to us and keep doing what you're doing, and don't ever quit. So
that's awesome. Well, we'll keep sharing. I will make sure that all of your guys' social media links are posted so that people can follow you, pretty easily, and that way, you can connect with some more fans and interact. And this is a lot of fun, and hopefully I will be back in Nashville soon. So next time I'm out there, we can do an on-camera interview, maybe catch you at a show and feature you that way as well, and really show the fans who you guys are. And for now, we'll just continue posting, your videos, sharing your stuff, and just keep up the good work, you two. You guys are great, and I'm so happy for you, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank
you so much.
Yeah, and come to this. We'll get some tacos.
Oh, absolutely. You guys have to tell me where all the good ones are, because I kind of gave up. So definitely, a girl could definitely use that. California to Nashville for me was definitely a struggle, finding my same familiar products, just like Don Francisco's coffee. Again, Publix came to my rescue because I couldn't find it anywhere else. So, but thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right,
okay.
thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.